Hey, hey, hey.
We are live. Good to see you guys.
Are live.
How are you? And we got some little... So we're coming to the end of our US snacks. So we've got a few here to try, which I'm really looking forward to. We have the popcorners. We have the Sun Chips. We've got Chip Ahoy. And we've got the Nutter Butters. Now, those of you that in the know will know these are fantastic. We've had these before, but we do want to try them again on the live just so we can reminisce because we haven't had them for a while.
No.
Jensen, how are you? Good to see
Hope
you.
you're well, Jensen.
Nice to see what you've been up to. Things been. How are you getting on? How is everybody? What are your plans for this weekend? It's going to be it's getting closer and closer and closer to Christmas, and you can tell because we've got more decks up.
We have.
I can't get this right. There you go. There's your one.
Yes.
And there's my one. So we've got them there. Sincart, how are you?
Hey,
Good
Sincart,
to see
hope
you.
you're well.
So how are you been? So how are you guys doing? Are you gearing up for Christmas? As I said, I'm going to keep wearing my Christmas jumpers all the way through. I've got my Wookiee one now. And it does say, I'd rather kiss a Wookiee. If anybody knows, they know from the movie.
If you know, you know.
That is from the movie. So that is things. What have you guys been up to? Do let us know. Are you ready for Christmas? We are nowhere near prepared.
Nowhere near prepared.
We've got loads of stuff to do. Hopefully my friend will join this evening. Yes, now you did say, Jensen, your friend was going to join on Tuesday, but wasn't able to. So I'm hoping, yeah, your friend can join us as well.
Yeah.
And as always, anybody is welcome.
Yes, they are.
Lovely is and the jumper.
Your jumper, my ears.
There we go. Oh, you put
Thank you.
have thee. So are you saying you've got one as well? Karina, how are you?
Hey, Karina. I was in the middle of writing you an email the other day because Karina got the offensive pizza. We were talking about pizza so much, she got an offensive, and not only that, she added mango to it.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. I didn't know that was a thing. Can you actually get mango on a pizza?
Let me show you the picture.
Oh, oh, you actually got a photograph of it?
Yeah.
Oh, we can see the actual pizza.
The cheek, she sent me a photograph
of
right.
It. Karina, I've got to have a look at this. I have never heard of mango
See, that
pizza.
was me in the middle of writing the...
Oh, okay. Right, let's have a little look. It's quite an extensive message I see Kelly's writing you, so that's why you...
No, I think that was hers and I'm responding. That's the pizza.
Oh, that looks incredible. See, this is the thing in the UK. We just aren't adventurous enough. This is part of the problem.
Karina, can I show the pizza?
Are we allowed?
I think it's got barbecue on it as well. The cheek.
I had to tease Kelly. Oh, please let us show, please, because it looks amazing. It looks incredible, even though I don't eat meat.
The pizza itself looks amazing. The toppings don't, but the base of that pizza. Now, the ham is a... I'm a pepperoni girl, so if that was double pepperoni or even triple pepperoni with andouille sausage and a little bit spicy.
Yeah, she says, of course. There we are, guys. So if anybody was intrigued what a mango on a pizza looks like, there it is. Right, I'll keep talking while it's trying to zoom in. Now, the issue we always have with this camera is it picks up the faces, so it's not picking up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my eyes.
There you go. Mango on a pizza. What is mango in cheese like? I suppose it's no different from having mango and pineapple. Where are we? Oh, St. Cot's been decorating.
Oh.
Now, is that Christmas decoration, St. Cot?
Or decorating?
Yeah, or actually like painting, decorating. Let us know. And your tease is funny. I do think it might snow on Monday. Oh, really?
Oh.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. That being said, I'm never a big fan of snow when it's older. It's all right when you're off, but not when you have to go into work.
I like snow as snow. I don't like it when it turns to ice.
Yeah. Or that slush. In London, it turns into like this grey sort of sluggy slush type thing. But guys, we do have some taste tests for you. We will do. We'll leave it a little bit just to let some people come on. But just to remind you, Karina, these might be familiar to you because they are from the States. So we've got popcorners. This is the kettle corn. And this is the sweet and salty version. For some reason, I want to say I've seen them in England, but then
we do have them in England, but we don't have. So we have a tomato version and a different. I don't know if it's like sour cream or something like that, but we do have a green version.
This is the French onion. No artificial.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw.
Yeah, no colours from artificial sources. No artificial flavours. There we go. So we've got the sun chips. We have the chip ahoy, the chips ahoy, I should say.
I like it when they're in a mini bag.
Yeah, because like I said, you don't feel guilty eating that 9 of them because you can say they're mini, so I can justify that. And then, last but not least, Karina, you will definitely know about these Nutter Butters. If you know, you know. These are the bites.
But also, I find them better than the normal size biscuits. I don't know why.
You like the snack son?
Yeah.
Jensen said, I tell my friend before I left school to join at 10 to 7. All right, so I hope we will hope your friend joins at 10 to 7. That's what we're hoping. Oh, God, we're painting a bedroom. Hard work. St. Cot, I don't envy you. One thing I can't stand doing, well, not can't stand, but is painting. It's just that so laborious. When you first start it, it's quite therapeutic. But then after you've done a wall, you think, oh, God, this is so dull. And it's the fumes of it as well. It is hard work. It really is. The hardest bit I always find is like, is the ceiling. Because you're doing that kind of motion up like that. Then you've got to let it dry, and then you've got the second coat on. Then you've got the edging I hate as well, because that's the difficult bit. Oh, you have my favourite snack, Nutter Butters. Dip it in Nutella.
Nutter Butters are one of my favourites as well. We don't even have Nutella because Mark ate it all.
Don't lie.
No, I have my own little sticks.
Don't lie. There is Nutella in the house.
Yeah, but it's my little sticks, so you're not getting any of that.
You see that? You see how she tried to brush that over? But yes, we will be doing that. We will be trying the Nutter Butters. Try not to get it on your thing, St. Cot. I think it's a pain. I think it's a, don't worry. I think St. Cot has definitely got the skill set to do painting.
Yeah.
Hey, Spelt, how are you?
Hi, Spelt. Hope you're well.
Hey, guys. Lovely to see you. Kelly, your ears are so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I really do like these ears. Yeah. They're like bunnified as well at the same time.
Spelt, how are you doing though? Lovely to see you. Right. Okay. Without ado, shall we give them a try?
Mark, whenever there's food around, Mark has to open it. He has to eat it.
The thing is, this is what we are here for. We're here to show the live. We're here to show the food. Just before we do go onto the food, though, you guys may have seen, so a little shameless plug. We do have our Hollywood and Vine video coming in. Now, we have done Hollywood and Vine before in a previous holiday, and this will be the lunch. But it is different because this is their festive menu. And I thought it's very apt for Christmas.
Yeah, I think you worry when we repeat things, but I don't worry about that because we're on holiday and we're showing our favorite restaurants.
Yeah.
So I don't mind if you guys see it again. And sometimes there are like little new. So for the very first time when we went to Hollywood and Vine, they did these cupcakes with boba popping balls. Never seen them since.
Oh yeah. That was ages
Never
ago.
seen that because that was the first time when we went.
Yeah.
Never seen them since, and I really wish they would do the cupcakes with the boba popping balls because they were amazing.
I had to empty the room first. Oh, well, this is it. When you're painting, that's it. Do you know what, St. Cot? The last time I painted this room was when we bought the house. So I didn't need to empty the room because the room was empty before. But now I'm looking at repainted it. I'm thinking, oh, God, I got to take stuff off the wall. Things like this drawer, it's got all the junk on it. I'm going to have to pull that forward. Oh, God. So I do get it. That's the hard bit because that's lugging furniture everywhere at the back. I suppose, and of course, it's a bedroom as well. Did you have to take the bed out? Because that's even worse. Or did you? So I would have been lazy. I would have just covered the bed. I would have.
I think a lot of people would just cover.
I would. Yeah. I would put it in the middle of the room so I can get round to the side and then just cover it. I could not be bothered with disassembling a bed.
Yeah.
So.
But when we clear the back room, that will be a good time to paint if you wanted to.
Yeah, if I wanted to. Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah.
What would I rather do? But I would love to give it a paint. What a thing. And also as well, St. Cot, Kelly was going to show her pin collection when possible.
Oh, okay. Yes. Where are all the pins?
I don't know.
I think they're in that box upstairs, aren't they? We didn't put them all in one bag. There's a couple here.
There are some here we can show.
There are some here that I can show. And I found the wand pin in the end.
Where was
I
it?
don't know if it's over there though. It was in my makeup bag.
All right, so we'll do the food and then we'll do the
And
pin.
I'll show you some pins. Well, it won't be all of them, but we have also bought pins in May as well. And I don't know where they are, but we've got a bag of pins somewhere because I've got a new. So when I showed you before, which is a bit dusty, but there's a little banner up there, which is the Harry Potter one, and I've done all the pins up there. We also have one. I bought a new one, which is upstairs because we bung everything in that back room. But there is another one. It's like a brownie one that they had, and I bought a whole new load of fresh pins. So now I have to find the pins and try and pin them on that banner.
Pin it on the panel. Now, okay, Karina said, "Oh, I love Kelly's facial expressions. Kelly could not play poker because if she had a bad hand, she'd go. It would show. It would show.
It's not that I couldn't play poker. I could play, right? But at work or something like that, or someone says something, I'm just like, my face doesn't hide what I'm thinking. I'm just like.
Let's just say, Karina, if I'm in trouble, I will know before the noise comes out. Right. First of all, we are going for the popcorners. So these are the popcorners. These are salt and sweetie.
Salt and sweetie, or
like
sweet
you.
and salt?
Sweet and salt.
Sweet and salty.
Hey! Red Fulcrum, how are you?
Hey, Red Fulcrum, hope you're well.
I can't play poker without real money. This is true. Although there are plenty of online games you can do. But anyway, I'm advocating
gambling.
Here we go.
We don't ever, yeah.
Mmm.
That was the sweet one.
That was really good. I think they're all sweet. I don't think they've flavored individual ones. One sweet, one salty. These are nice.
But they're more sweet than salt.
Mm.
I like
the chips or yourself. If you look, they're not like conventional crisps or chips. They are
in between.
Popped. Yeah.
They're popped corn. Hence they're called popped corners.
Mm. They taste like, you know, those rice cakes you get.
Yeah.
Well, we said, Jensen said, make sure you order your Christmas presents and things, or you'll have bad luck. It will be out of stock. Jensen, you are absolutely right. I've been ordering on Amazon left, right, and center, but even some of the stuff now, you can't get till after Christmas, and it's only the 12th. So I'm having to really now focus on getting my stuff. We are good, Red Fulcrum. Those are some weird shaped popcorn. I know it's not popcorn per se.
Yeah, they're made from. It says right there, kettle corn. They're made from popcorn.
But they're trying to make it like the shape of a crisp.
Yeah. But kettle corn is what the Americans call popcorn. And they are made from kettle corn.
Oh, Karina said those popcorners are one of my favorite flavors. I can eat a whole bag as a meal. Karina, I was just about to say I could polish this lot off.
You know what? I think I prefer the sweet chili or the barbecue.
No. Simplicity is a hallmark of genius. These are simple but good. They're so nice.
I'm not saying that they're not nice. I'm saying I think I prefer.
They don't have the consistency of a regular crisp. So they are quite, as you can see, look. I mean, I don't know how they get them so perfectly triangular, but they've managed it. But it is like mashing a load of popcorn together and flattening it out. And there you go. Oh, wow. Now, what I love about America, and Kelly said this before, this bag will be filled to the top.
Show them.
If this was the UK, now we've eaten down to halfway.
Yeah.
But if this was the UK and you open it, that's what you would get. There'd be this.
No, it would be done here.
You open it up and it's always disappointing in the UK because you've got all this air in the bag.
But was filled up to roughly around there. Right? But in the UK, it'd be down here somewhere.
So USA, I salute you because I've been eating loads of these.
Yeah.
Right. Get them from one side. They're fantastic.
I like them.
Absolutely incredible. Where are? Right, I'm just going to see where my friend is. I'll be back in a mo. Okay, Jen, so we will see you.
Don't force them. If they want to come on, they'll come on. If they don't, they don't. It's
No,
fine.
exactly. It's only been 2 minutes past. So, Karina said the sweet chili is another of my favorite flavors. I think a trip to the grocery store is needed. Well, actually, you of all people can join us in these because obviously you've got them locally. Unfortunately, for our UK chums,
yeah,
we're nowhere near. Right now, Red Falcon said, "What's the adhesive used? Do you mean actually to bond these?"
I have no idea.
I'm guessing oil. Maybe do you know what? It could even be water, and then they dry it.
Oh, they say how they.
Oh, okay.
We believe that what's fun for you is good for you. So we make our snacks with flavors you'll love in crunchy crisps that leave you never fried, always up for it.
Right, it doesn't say how they actually bond it together.
No, non-GMO project.
What I like as well, look, they've got this magic machine that takes the corn, puts it in the little machine, and out comes pop, 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 pop. It doesn't actually say how it's bonded. But like I said, they're all like perfectly triangle. You can almost see that floating in like a UFO in there.
And also check
check the ingredients. Oh, here we go. Very, very simple. Yellow corn, sunflower oil, cane sugar, and sea salt. So sunflower oil, I would guess. They probably put the kernels in the mold. I think you're probably right. Or the other thing they might do is put them in like a flat sheet and get this machine that goes bong, 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 bong and cuts them into those things. I don't know.
No.
So, popcorners, if you're watching, how do you make them? Right, okay, next up, we have these Sun Chips. 100% whole grain. You notice we've gone for a bit more healthy. Now, Karina, have you had these in the States? I actually thought Kelly's right. You can get these in the UK.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can get French onion.
No. But ours is of a different consistency.
Look at the size of it.
Do you know what I should have done? I should have got a British one so we could try it.
Oh, this is true. It looks like the, what do you call it? Corrugated iron you get on a shed. Right, here we go. Oh, wow.
They're very strong. Oh, show them how full it is.
Right, now I've had a few. It looks less than it actually is, but that's pretty much to the top.
Yeah. So it's about there.
Right, he should be on the way, but he doesn't have to join. No, he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to join.
And also, if he just wants to watch, he can do. Yeah, it does. It reminds like a part of a corrugated iron shed.
So ours is different. I'm not going to eat all of these, but if I can. No, you're not. Because if I can get some ones that we have here, I'll show you the difference of them.
Right. Red Falcon says, hang on a minute. How come France has its own onions and its own fries?
I wonder if that's where it started.
I think French fries are probably named after that because they're frites. Because they'll just call themselves frites.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? So in the United States, Karina, correct me if I'm wrong, but you do get, they will call a muffin, an English muffin. But of course, here we just call it muffin.
And the thing was, somebody said to me the other day, oh, I had a muffin. And automatically I knew he meant like a blueberry muffin. I didn't think for 1 minute he meant a muffin, like an English muffin, like you guys would say an English muffin. And I was talking and I was like, how do we know when someone means a muffin, like like a breakfast muffin, like not a breakfast muffin, but like a muffin that you get.
But do you think French onion soup in France is called French onion, or do you think they just call it onion? I
don't want you to eat all of these because I want to get the
I'm not going to eat all of them. There's a massive bag of them. What I do want to point out, though, look how big they are. So the British one, I swear, is much smaller.
You can have the Cheetos. The Cheetos are right there.
Oh, I'll bring out the Cheetos. Stay with me, and I'll bring out the Cheetos. But that's a very good question, Red Falcon. I think it's that because it's I think Kelly's right because it originates from that country. It's given that name.
Yeah.
But it's so fascinating that we would not say, "Oh, I'm going to have an English muffin." You would just say a muffin.
I'm not having a muffin. Not having an English muffin. I'm just having a muffin.
Greener said, "Sun chips, yes, another favourite snack. Great with sandwiches." Oh, I didn't think of that. I can picture these with sandwiches. Jensen said, why is the video on Sunday at 5:30 instead of 5? Oh, that was my fault. I put 5:30. I meant to put 5. I'm going to leave it at 5:30, but I don't know why I put 5:30. That was my fault, Jensen, because I put it up. So that's my fault.
Go and get the Cheetos.
Shall I go get the Cheetos then?
Go and get the Cheetos.
Karina said, that's a great idea. Compare the American version with the British version.
Right.
Good thinking.
Exactly.
Hey, Dwayne!
How you doing? Hope you're well.
How are you, Dwayne? You've just joined us to show Dwayne the crisps.
So, we're just eating these ones at the moment. And these, I have to say, are really strong. They're really oniony. They're not like cheese and onion crisps. You can really, really taste that they are onion. I really like them. They're whole grain crisps. I tend to go for the healthier crisps when I am in the States, or they call them chips. But it's really interesting because when it's crisps, they call them potato chips. Well, let's call these chips.
Now, Karina, this is another one you'll know. These are the Cheetos. The closest thing I can compare these two is Wotsits.
Wotsits, yeah. Giant Wotsits.
But look at the size of them. But they're much, much, much cheesier than Wotsits.
Yeah, they are a lot cheesier.
Oh, wow. The thing is as well, you get Cheeto dust on your fingers.
Also, you get with Wotsits as well.
There's also a very slight milky taste to this as well, but that's probably the cheese.
I'm not sure I like these more than our Wotsits. I prefer our Wotsits.
I'm not sure.
But again, I should buy giant Wotsits.
And compare them.
Yeah.
They're like mammoth tusks. Look at that. Where are we? How have you been though, Dwayne? Is everything good? Karina said yes, because a muffin in America is a cupcake without the frosting. That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, which is what we have here, right? But we never say American, oh, I'm having an American muffin. We would just say I'm having a muffin. And if we were having what you guys call an English muffin, we again would just call it a muffin. Oh, I'm having a muffin. But when someone says muffin, I don't know if it's in the way that they say it or whatever, I automatically know when they mean like a muffin that you would have like a patty in, like a patty burger or something. And or a breakfast muffin like a blueberry muffin. I automatically know, and they don't. I said, oh yeah, I had a muffin on the way to work this morning. I will automatically know they mean a blueberry muffin. They're not going to mean an English muffin. And I don't know how I know that. But I know.
It's like a telepathy you can do.
I mean, you know what? If you're having it in the house, it normally would be like an English muffin. But if you're having a muffin on the way to work, it's more likely to be like a blueberry or a banana or something like that type of muffin. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm guzzling these. Right. Red Falcon said English muffins are like crumpets. Do you know what? They're very similar. But interestingly, I didn't see any crumpets out in the States. Now, it's not something you would get in the bakery section. Yeah. Here is a staple, but there.
Like, I'll have crumpets. I'll go to M&S, I'll get crumpets, butter them, and I'll put tuna fish pate on them.
Talking of M&S, look, can you see my cheese dust? Look. She just fingers. Talking of M&S, we did see Percy Pigs being sold in Publix. Did we not?
We did. No, it's Target.
Was it Target or
it was Target? It was Target.
Kelly's right, it's Target.
It was Target. And
don't flip.
Yeah. You can eat those if you want to, because these ones I'm going to compare with. I'm going to get some.
There's no comparison with these, so I have to finish them.
So we were in Target, and I had bought the traveling Aussies a pack of Percy Pigs. So I was walking along, and I was like, oh, there was a whole British section, and Percy Pigs were there. And I was like to Mark, look at this, there's Percy Pigs. It will come up in a video when we edit. But then later on, Traveling Aussie sent me a picture. They've just opened one in Australia, so there's an there's an actual M&S section in their local supermarket.
There you go. Right. Now, guys, put it in the chat. Are you more muffins or are you more crumpets? And by muffins, I mean English muffins.
Yeah, but that will only be for our UK viewers, not.
Yeah, Karina, have you ever had a crumpet?
I
Have you
love a
ever tried
crumpet.
one?
I like crumpets more than I like muffins.
Dwayne said Simon Cowell, the next act is on Netflix.
Mm.
Oh, okay. You've been watching it. Jensen said, I won't be here on Sunday. Don't worry, Jensen. We will hopefully see you next week because of Nana and Granddad's house for roast beef. Lovely. Have you tried the fiery hot Cheetos? Asked Karina.
No, but I will tell you this. This and this together,
Oh,
that
really?
is nice.
Let me try.
That is really nice.
Right, so I've got the Cheetos and the things. I'm going to give them a try. Do you sandwich them or just have
No,
them?
I just had one after the other and it was really nice. You can't tell the difference.
No.
His taste buds aren't as sophisticated as mine.
Oh, please. Let me double this.
No, you just eat one after the other.
I see what it's saying. It's like a sweet cheese. Right. So I digress. I'm eating far too many of these. Crumpet, says Jensen. Will Sunday be a live? No, we're not doing a live on Sunday, Dwayne, but we will be having the video we did for Hollywood and Vine. So this is where we went to Disneyland and they had their festive menus. You can see what that like. So it will be a Christmas dinner. I have. Oh, your Karina said I have, and I like crumpets more than English muffins. There you go.
Yeah, I have to admit I like crumpets more than English muffins.
Can you get crumpets in the US? Just asking, or is it just something you had when you were here in the UK?
Yeah, I never saw any, but like I said, we did get Cheesecake Factory bread.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
We did get Cheesecake Factory bread.
So we went into Publix, Karina, and we managed to get the Cheesecake Factory bread. So we'll have to do a taste of that because I put it all in the freezer.
And they were selling frozen Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. That was in Target though. I think they sold it in Publix as well. Again, I videoed that. But I just thought it was interesting because we have it in Costco here. Wouldn't it be interesting?
Oh, we should try it actually. I should get it from Costco. But the only problem is it's we can't. I'd love to be able to take a Cheesecake Factory thing back from the States, but unfortunately we can't freeze it for that long a time.
No, but you can freeze it. You can buy it, but you'd have to buy it on the date and pack it in the suitcase.
Yeah.
And then because it would be 10 hours, so it just defrosts slowly.
You know, like when you get a Tesco's van or delivery van, and it's got freezers in the van. Do you think they could ever have a plane, or there is a plane that's just all freezers, so they could fly all this delicious food from the States over?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Really?
Yeah.
I would just have a whole plane, just have nothing but cheesecake.
Well, it wouldn't be like that, but yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
I better stop eating these cheeses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I have one at a time. You have like 6.
I know, but that's the whole thing. You can get through them quicker. Right, okay. Sorry, guys. I digress. There we were chatting, unconsciously eating. So let's follow the break on that. Right, now, we do have some more things to try from our American snacks. Now, we do have Chip Ahoy. So Chip Ahoy rather than Ship Ahoy. And the Nutter Butters. Now, because these are so fantastic, we are going to do...
My little bit.
I know. We're going to do the Chip Ahoy first. Here we go. Dwayne said, on Thursday the 18th, I finished for college for Christmas. I can't wait. Dwayne, I can't wait. That's going to be amazing. You go and have a wonderful Christmas. Go relax. Go enjoy. So between now and the end of the year, what days are you doing the lives? Asked Jensen. Well, do you know what? We're really bad. We don't plan that far ahead. So I think next Tuesday and Friday we will do the live. Yeah. I think we will probably do one the following Tuesday. We probably won't do one the Friday because it is Boxing Day.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
We'll have to. We'll probably say that as a no, only because we're entertaining family at that time. Look at my cheesy hands. And then obviously the following week we'll resume as normal. I always say, all being well. You know, and I always say that just because obviously barring illnesses, God knows what else could potentially happen. So that is our plan though, Jensen. So we will be doing the live as normal next week. Karina says Trader Joe's has crumpets.
Ooh. Wouldn't it have been good if they did pumpkin crumpets?
Oh, wow, that would be incredible. Now, Karina said, can you FedEx or DHL a cake to yourself? We probably could, but the cost would be astronomical.
Yeah.
Flying one cake over to the UK.
You wouldn't fly one, darling. You'd fly several.
Yeah, you'd have to. But can you imagine that? Just go, it would cost more than the cake. But I would love to do that. There's so many cakes I would love to be able to bring back to the UK. And no, obviously, just for you guys to see, we'd love to be able to try. There is a shop not a million miles away from us that had in the window that it was doing Cheesecake Factory stuff. But we were like, yeah, I'm not so sure. And I think if Cheesecake Factory saw that, I think they would probably
It was
sue
just
you.
like their version or... But there must be an American supermarket here.
Yeah, there
There is in the US, they have British supermarkets.
My brother said there's one in Covent Garden. I think it's Covent Garden. There's one there.
That's not a supermarket.
No, not supermarket. It's an American shop.
Yeah, but it's not a supermarket. I'm talking about a proper supermarket.
And of course, obviously, as I say, as state the obvious, these things are incredibly expensive. So there are a couple of American tubers I watch, and they've done this thing where they've tried British things. But when I see the cost they've had to pay to get them, so one guy ordered some Branston pickle. Now, Branston pickle here is a couple of pounds. This guy paid $15, $16 for it. I was like, oh, wow. But
there is a guy who comes over to the UK all the time. All the time he comes over to the UK.
Oh, is that the guy with long hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he there is a supermarket that he goes to that stocks British food. Now you are talking about like $10, $15, that sort of thing. But he'll go and he'll buy it, and because obviously he misses the UK, but he does come over to the UK all the time. He comes over several times.
I can't remember his name. It was
Kulani.
Was he the ghost hunter?
Kulani, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very good. Jensen said, our science teacher said on Tuesday, we are going to cut a fake heart. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad it's fake. Tell us closer to the time about the lies and keep us updated with things. We will do, Jensen. We are doing a Christmas play on Wednesday afternoon after lunch at school. Very nice. We can ask you how that goes on Friday. Karina said, I can only get Cheesecake Factory cakes at Cheesecake Factory. The Costco's in my area doesn't offer it. When you say that, are you meaning that you go to the shop and get it rather than the actual Cheesecake Factory restaurant? Is that right? Is there? I suppose you are near a Cheesecake Factory where you are in California.
Somebody said, I was watching something and I can't remember what it was, and then somebody went Cheesecake Factory, and then somebody went Cheesecake Factory food is not good. Cheesecake 100, like 10 out of 10 or whatever it was. But it's so true, because in the last few times that I've been really disappointed with cheesecake food. But cheesecake's been great. But
Karina, would you agree with that? So I think we both decided that as well. So the last couple of times Kelly and I have gone, the food is quality, I would say, is definitely dropped. It was not as good as when we first used to go many years ago.
Yeah.
The food, and by food, I mean the mains at Cheesecake Factory were fantastic. They used to do southern fried catfish. I used to love that. But when I've tried the food now, I thought, yeah, it's good, it's okay, but it was never as good as it once was. You've been really disappointed.
Yeah, it's below mediocre as far as I'm concerned. But the cheesecakes are amazing. It's a real shame, because I don't think the cheesecakes are made on the premises. I think the cheesecakes are made off premises and brought in. But that's just an opinion. It might not be that. They might actually make the cheesecake on the premises. I don't know. But for that amount, I would have thought they would have brought it off the...
I agree with Kelly. I mean, the thing is, if you look at the Cheesecake Factory menu, for those who haven't seen it, you may have seen it in our video. It's a book. It's a book. It's like a novel. When I looked at it, I thought, oh, this just me. I'm not going to lie. When we first went there, I thought it was all in different languages. I thought it must be, because it's so thick. And I was going through it. I thought, oh my word. And I think that might be one of the reasons why the quality may have suffered, because they've got so many options. I think they would be better reducing that and concentrating on the quality.
This is the problem with buffets, a lot of buffets, where it's just mass-produced nonsense. So that the buffets aren't tasty. Yes, you are getting like different things, and of all the bad options, you're choosing the best of all the bad options, if that makes sense. But I feel like when something is not concentrated, you don't get that like, that was delicious. I'm definitely coming here again.
Well, Rosie Dole 999 has joined us. Good
Hello.
morning, Mark and Kelly. Now, good morning from
Ooh.
California.
Wow, 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 wow.
Well-
Another Californian.
Because Karina's from California. I like English muffins, says Rosie. I don't know what a crumpet is. What is a crumpet? Thank you. How would you describe it?
Oh, you know what? Let's see what
Yeah, good old
AI says.
So a crumpet is slightly different from a muffin.
It's a lot different.
What's distinguishing from a crumpet is famous. It's got multi holes in it. Now I believe it's made with baking soda, which causes the holes. What's fantastic about the holes in it is actually it's designed to absorb butter. So you put butter over it, and the holes then get to fill up with the butter.
Let me tell you, a crumpet is a small, spongy, circular griddle cake from the UK made from a yeast leavened batter with flour, milk, water, characterized by its porous top that soaks up toppings like butter, honey, or
There
jam.
you go.
And is eaten warm for breakfast or tea.
Now,
I normally only have it for breakfast, though. I don't have it for tea.
Other Americans that have tried it on YouTube have said how much they like it. It is a distinct taste, and Kelly's absolutely right. It tastes totally different from English muffin.
An English muffin, yeah.
But it's much more sort of crisp and harder on the shell. But the way you can do, if you've got a photo of it, you can show. So the way that, like I said, is very distinguishing because it's got loads of little holes. It's almost like, is it a lotus flower when you get the dried lotus with the little holes in it?
I know what you mean. I know what you're getting at, but yeah.
It's got those hundreds of little holes in it that will do. But it is it's definitely a unique taste. I hope one day if you get to the UK, you get to try it.
Okay, so that is your typical crumpet. Yeah, the one with the lumps of butter on. That's your typical crumpets.
So what's great about those holes, as you can see, is it will soak up all that butter. So that's what's nice about it. The butter in it is fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of people will just have it with butter, but I like it with tuna fish pate. I know it sounds weird. But I put lashings of butter, and you have to be careful because it seeps out of the bottom because there's so many holes, and underneath it doesn't have the same hole. So underneath it's more solid. It's only wholly at the top. Then you put lashings of butter on that. My mum, she likes to have it with Marmite. I don't like it with Marmite, but my mum will have it with Marmite. I like it with tuna fish pate. Now, Marks and Spencer's do a fantastic tuna fish pate. They also do a mackerel one, they do a salmon one, and all of that. But I always get my tuna fish pate, and I put my butter. I put lots of butter, tuna fish pate, and then when you bite it, sometimes all the butter will just dribble down.
Where are we? There's a cheesecake factory only 6 miles away from me, says Karina. And yes, the food is rubbish. Now, what I will say in defense of Cheesecake Factory, the cheesecakes are fantastic.
Yeah.
But I would say more and more, Kelly and I have been saying, when we go next, we'll probably just go for the cheesecakes. We may even just get a couple of cheesecakes rather than getting the food.
I'd rather go Cheddar's, eat there. Although, like I said, with the traveling Aussies, Cheddar's was a disappointment last time.
But that's just true. But again, it's where you decide to go. But I only go and pick up cheesecakes when I'm craving one. And yes, the cheesecakes are not made on property. Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't think they were.
Hi, Rosie. Hi, Karina. Kirsty, how are you?
Hey, Kirsty. Hope you're well.
Good evening, Mark and Kelly and everyone. You look festive, glowing, and on top form. Oh, thank you. Well, that must be Kelly.
Wow. Do you know what? Before I came on the live, I was like,
Kelly was like,
I'm so tired. I was so tired. But I still feel like I haven't recovered properly from because when we normally get back, we normally have like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we got back on a Sunday. We had just Monday, and then you went straight back to work. I went back to work on the Tuesday, and then I had so much stuff to catch up on, and then it was just like a whirlwind. And then we had to do on Friday night, and then my mum wanted to celebrate my birthday, so I went over there on Saturday, and we had lunch and cake and everything else, and I was still tired. And then Sunday I was just like,
Yeah, Kelly was pretty past that because we
Yeah.
were jet lagged because we were still on Florida time. So where are we? But yeah, good to see you, Kirsty. How are you, by the way? You're getting ready, geared up for Christmas. Karina said, while I was in Germany, I met some ladies who were saying they wanted to come to the US and go to the Cheesecake Factory. My eyes went, and then I shook my head and said, no, please don't. Well, do you know what? We feel the same when we go to Leicester Square. All the restaurants in Leicester Square, not all of them, but a lot of them are just like Garfunkel's, are just rubbish. And I think, oh no, tourists are going to try this and think this is.
Yeah, there isn't one in. Luckily, there isn't one in Leicester Square, and
What?
Garfunkel's. I don't think even exist. Or there might be
Have they gone bust?
sporadic. Yeah, there might be sporadic.
Well,
or
you said
something
they're
like that.
Frankie and Benny's, and
There's one Frankie and Benny's, but that's on the Strand. The problem is, so in the UK, I don't know how it is in Germany. I can only tell you how it is in the UK. We watch programs and it's all like Cheesecake Factory, this and cheese, and we had, what was the show? Big Bang Theory.
oh yeah,
And you know, Penny works at the Cheesecake Factory, and so whenever we do a Cheesecake Factory, like people just like love to watch it and stuff like that. But I have to be honest, the food is not that great. But also, what people in the UK like to see is more affordable options than if you were going to go and eat in the park, because eating in the park is double or triple the price if you were going to go and eat outside. So for comparison, if you went to eat at a buffet, so let's say for instance Crystal Palace, that will cost you probably anywhere between like $100 to $150 for two people. But while you could go and eat off the strip, it won't be a buffet, but you could probably go and eat at First Watch or something like that, and it's a brunch spot, and that'll run you about $50 to $60.
First Watch was incredible, so that will be coming up. But we really had a good time at First Watch.
Yeah, and I just think that the people of the UK, and probably yonder, not necessarily narrowing it down to the UK, but probably yonder, they want more affordable eateries, and some people will probably want even more affordable than $50. Like a lot of people like Denny's. I've got to say, you love Denny's. You really like it.
I do like Denny's.
I don't rate Denny's at all.
You're wrong. Karina said crumpet holes are smaller than those of English muffins. Rosie said crumpets sound good. Thank you for explaining, Mark and Kelly. I will look and try one day. Yes.
Definitely.
Now, Karina said you can pick them up in Trader Joe's. So try and have a look, Rosie. You might be able to get hold of them in the US. And the holes don't go through. That's true. So the butter is amazing. It almost like holds it. Almost like a little bucket.
It does seep through, don't get me wrong. So make sure you've got a plate underneath, because it will ruin everything otherwise. It does seep through, but it's not holes at the bottom. It's more solid.
Where are we? Lots of butter is the way to go. Absolutely. Crumpets are much yummier. So Karina was saying that as well.
Yeah.
Kirsty said, I'm fine, thanks. Oh no! But my son ran into the bottom of the stairs like Sonic the Hedgehog and may have broken his foot. Oh my God. Just before Christmas, Kirsty. Oh no.
Kids get excited.
Oh
they
my
really
God.
do.
He was chasing those rings like Sonic. Oh my God.
Kids get really
is he
excited.
okay? Is he in a lot of pain?
Have to get that strapped up.
Yeah, that sounds like it, says Rosie. Yeah, obviously talking about the crumpets. Karina said, oh, that explains the fascination with Cheesecake Factory. Well, it's not just that, but if you think about it, it's a very clever marketing tool. The name Cheesecake Factory just sounds very, very clever. It does sound Moorish, like Twosome's Chocolate Emporium. It's very clever how they've worded it.
The thing is, nobody watches Twosome's Chocolate Emporium. So the thing about the cheesecake, well, this is maybe mine and Mark's take on it is different. To me, so things like IHOP, Cheesecake Factory. What are the other ones that I could say? I'll have to think.
Are you just talking breakfast or?
No. I'm talking about really popular restaurants that people in the UK know of. So things like Popeyes, or things like...
Well, it's going to be stuff we have here. So stuff like...
No, I'm not talking about like McDonald's or things like that. I'm talking about things that we don't have here that they have over there that we watch or we know. We don't have an IHOP here. We don't have a Popeyes. Well, we have a Popeyes here, but only recently.
Yeah, only recently.
But things like that, and when people talk about biscuits,
Jolly Bean,
and things like that, people are like, huh, I'm gonna when I get there, I'm gonna try a biscuit. I'm gonna try a Taco Bell. I'm gonna try a blah blah blah. Or they'll want to try KFC because that's where it originated from, and all things like that. So those types of things here are very popular. So when people go to the States, those are the things. Like my brother, when he was younger, he goes, I'm going to eat 9 pancakes. And I get, because he's so excited and he wants to try the American pancakes. Now prior to that, he'd had American pancakes, but he wanted to eat 9 pancakes. He managed 7.5, or he managed
That's
8.5. 8.5, sorry. He managed 8.5 pancakes. He never had pancakes for the rest of the holiday. He did not have pancakes. But these are things that people see, that we would see here. I'm just trying to think of other popular restaurants.
Well, so just on that note, do keep an eye on the channel. We have plenty of American breakfast that we try. We've already done Cracker Barrel. We've got plenty more. First Watch is another one that we did.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
There's quite a few. But things like First Watch and all of that, they're not popular here because not many people know about them. But what is good is that if they are looking for something around those prices, they will find it on different channels, on our channel and things like that. But I'm talking about things like Olive Garden, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't know anything about Olive Garden. It was somebody mentioned it to me, and then all of a sudden it popped up in a show, and I was like, oh, Olive Garden. Everyone's talking about Olive Garden. So things like Olive Garden, IHOP, Cheesecake Factory, Popeyes, KFC. I wouldn't say McDonald's really, but KFC for sure. And there's a couple of other sprinklings of stuff. And people, when they go to the States, that's what they want to try.
Welcome to the channel, says Jensen. Your time should be 11:20 in the morning there now. Wow, Jensen, you got that right. Well done.
Wow.
Kirsty said, right, son's okay, thank you. Stuck on the sofa today and waiting for a slot for an x-ray at the minor injuries clinic. Working our way through the Jurassic Park movies. Do you know what? Let him rest, because I think he can't do anything else. So I think that's best of luck to him.
Yeah, it won't take too long. If he's broken a toe or something, it won't take too long.
Chris said 9 pancakes. Good grief. I know, but I think he met his match. He was
about 15 at the time, or maybe younger. He was like something like 14, 15, something like that.
So I'm laughing. Robert's just joined us. Hi, Robert. How are you doing?
Hi, Robert. I hope you're well.
Guy on the left looks like Tarantino. I have had that multiple. So I get the ones I get are Quentin Tarantino, Roger Federer.
Yeah.
What's the? There's one other I've had.
You only had that one time.
No, it's those two. Those are the two main ones I get. So I do get that as well. I haven't directed any movies, Robert.
But yeah, he gets Roger Federer a lot and Quentin Tarantino.
I'm kind of like an amalgamation of the two of them. But how are you, by the way? Good to see you. Jensen said, no problems. You're welcome, Rosie. Right, okay. Let us continue. We're going to do the chip ahoy. So we're just finishing off our taste.
I knew he was going to open it that way.
That's what it says, Tehe.
Or you could just open it like a bag of crisps.
No. I'm following the instructions. So chip ahoy, we don't have these in the UK.
I think we do. I think we do have chip ahoys in the UK.
Really? I've never seen them.
I'll have to have a look, but I think we do.
Where are we? Fiona said, how are you? Hey guys. Oh, Fiona, how are you?
Hi, Fiona.
Hey guys, how are you? We're good. How are you? I'm just sitting watching and listening about the crumpets. A crumpet is just the same as a pancake, but a crumpet is thinner and bigger, lol. That's my opinion. There you go.
Do you know what? I have to disagree. Only because for me, a pancake is more cake-like, if that makes sense. Or more Yorkshire pudding-like even, because it's the same batter. But a crumpet is got like a chewy sort of thing.
These are incredible. These are really good. They're better than Maryland cookies.
Yeah.
100%.
These are quite big. I'm sure I've had smaller than these.
Do you know what? There's hardly any in there.
Oh, you know what? Like the mini cereal. Maybe I've had the mini cereal one.
These got a beautiful vanilla taste. You can see they look like Maryland cookies, but they're better. Oh,
Robert, really good with a cup of tea.
Robert said, I'm good. I actually have no idea what this stream is about. I've just scrolled onto it by sheer chance. Well, Robert, thank you for joining us. I'll tell you what we do. We are
essentially a food channel.
Yeah, primarily a food channel. So what we tend to do, we chat about food, but we just talk about general things that you want to, any old rubbish you want to. We do live food try-alongs, or the food that we picked up on our journeys.
So we recently went to the States, so we've done a whole video on our journey in the States. We've got, I think we're on the 3rd or 4th season currently. But on this channel, we do all food. So food that we've been trying in the States and all of that. And then on our MK Vacay channels, you'll see all our videos with regards to our actual holidays and what we've
That's
done.
fantastic. So, for our American viewers, I don't know how you feel about Chip Ahoy, but those are really good.
Yeah,
I am
I like
liking
them.
those.
But I like them better than the bigger ones, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, I wish I could give some of these to Kirsty's son while he's chilling, watching Jurassic Park movies. But Kelly and I hope you recover very, very soon.
We do.
Oh, 3 new people joining us in one live stream. I know, we're really blessed.
We're very blessed.
And Fiona, what have you been up to? Lovely to see you. Karina said, I always dunk Chip Ahoys in milk. I can see why. That would go well with milk.
In the UK, we were brought up on milk as well. Well, my generation,
I don't know. I
was brought up on milk.
I was never brought up on milk and cookies. Oh, you did?
No,
milk?
No, I'm just talking about milk. Did you not have milk at school? Did you not have milk time?
No.
Oh, so anyway, we had what do they call them? We had not a president. What is her? What?
Oh my God, Kelly, Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Jeez.
So we had a Prime Minister. So years ago, we had a Prime Minister. So we used to drink milk every day at school. We had milk time. So all throughout primary school, so
You're
nursery,
younger than
primary
me.
school.
I never had this.
Yeah, no, I don't know what they were doing out in the countryside, but I can tell you what we were doing in London. So nursery, primary school, and when we got into juniors, we had milk time. So you would go, you'd get a little thing of milk, and you would have to go and sit in the hall and drink your milk. You get a little straw. It was like a mini milk bottle. So you guys, you have cartons, but we actually had milk bottles here. So you get a little milk bottle.
This is going back to the 80s, by the way.
Yeah, you get a little milk bottle. You'd put your straw and you drink your milk, and then you'd go to class. But I know in American households, you have milk with your dinner or with your meals. You'd have a glass of milk. We didn't have that here, so you had to have your milk. And I used to hate it. I got my mum to write a note so that I wouldn't have to drink milk anymore because I was sick to death of it. But I didn't realize how important it was for your bones, for nutrition, and all of that type of stuff. And then we had a Prime Minister who then cut milk from the schools, and the schools didn't provide milk anymore.
So Karina's saying a part of the Chip Ahoy, so it's almost like a roulette. You've got to dip them in, and you've got to eat them before they all fall apart.
That's the trick with most biscuits.
So yeah, so basically that's the roulette. Can you do it? There's a thing, like I say, with hobnobs as well. It's the same thing. They absorb so much tea that they all dunk.
Rich tea biscuits, you do the same. Tim Tams.
Those are Aussie biscuits.
They're Aussie biscuits,
so,
Tim Tams.
Kirsty said, Kelly, we had milk and a biscuit at break time. Oh, really?
So you have the luck of having a biscuit. I think a lot more kids in the UK would have been happy if they got milk and a biscuit, because I think just to have milk and no biscuit.
I'm cheated. I never had this at school. I'm going to write a letter.
You probably did, but you just don't remember.
But Paul Jensen's there thinking, because he's so young, he's thinking, what? We've never had this.
Yeah, no, they stopped it. They stopped it in the 80s, yeah.
Rosie said, I love Chip Ahoy and Nutter Butters. The Nutter Butters bring me back to my childhood. That and the Pop-Tarts and the s'mores ones. Right.
See, I was never... So Pop-Tarts came to the UK from the States. And I've got to say, I never liked them, really. They were so sweet.
They're incredibly sweet. Okay, here we go.
So these are different to your regular Nutter Butters, shape-wise.
Oh, wow.
These are soft.
They've gone a bit soft.
Yeah, these are not good. Do you want to grab one from the cupboard?
Taste-wise, they're sensational.
I don't like these ones. Grab one from the cupboard.
They're fantastic. Soft or not?
You can have them. You can have the soft ones. I'll have the crunchy ones. So I prefer the mini Nutter Butters to the big Nutter Butters. So I bought a pack. So they are bigger, because I've got a whole pack of Nutter Butters. But once you open it, you have to eat it, otherwise they go soft. But what I like about Nutter Butters is if they're small like that, I can open up a small packet and it's fine.
These?
He's got the wrong one.
No, I'm telling you this, right? I know what Kelly's like, so I bought both.
Yes.
Now, if I had presented these, they'd have been wrong. I want the other ones. That's how Kelly is. So
it's this one.
I'm one step ahead.
This one is one that I would maybe bring to work. So that is your normal sized one. So you can see that the shape is different there. And what I like about these ones, I can take them and I'm not wasting a whole pack of biscuits if I don't want to eat them all in one go. But these are the Nutter Butters.
Hey, Fitz, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Fitz, how are you doing?
Hey, Unc, you okay?
Watching from sunny Croydon. Lovely to see you, Fritz.
How are you? Lovely to see you, Unc.
Rosie said they gave us milk in school at breakfast and lunch in the US. Oh, wow. I definitely feel missed out.
No, we just had it once, and it would be after our first playtime. And I think our first playtime would be about 10 o'clock. And then after the first playtime, which would be for half an hour, you would then go and sit in, not in the assembly hall, but a little bit away from the assembly hall. And then you would have your...
Four new people joining us on one live stream. I know. Well, we have some people joining us before. Right.
There we go.
Right, here we go. So I'm going to go for these ones, which are much more...
there we go.
Oh, wow. I think these were here from our last trip, which is why they're on stock.
These are a lot more palatable.
Oh, wow. That is incredible. So for anybody that's not familiar, what they are, they're like a sandwich biscuit. In the middle, that's peanut butter, but almost like a really soft peanut butter.
Yeah, I really like these.
Oh, wow. That is incredible. Those Nutter Butters, I'm going to state the obvious. If you don't like peanut butter, that is not for you. But they are incredible. Peanut butter cookie. What can go wrong?
We also have, I don't know if you want to grab them, the mini Oreos. In the same box.
Let me just catch up on the comments. Sheila said, I remember milk time at primary school. We sat in the staff stroke TV room. Mark, you didn't have milk time. No, you were a deprived mate. I know. I'm writing a strong letter of complaint. I don't know who to.
Write it to Maggie Thatcher.
Karina said, where's the Nutella? I'm not sure, Karina. Where is the Nutella? Where could the Nutella be?
Why don't you go and get the Oreo biscuits and put
I get the Oreo biscuits?
Put my thing down.
Right, you're going to have to convince Kelly to let you try those on the live. Karina said, you say that eating the whole packet of big ones, if it's a bad thing, Kelly.
No, it's just that sometimes I can't eat a whole pack of biscuits. So in these ones, it's 4.
Yeah, but who does? Who eats an entire pack of biscuits in one sitting?
That is what Karina is saying. Like,
sorry, Karina.
Whole pack is a bad idea.
Kirsty was laughing at Karina. He goes, about where's the Nutella? Rosie said, yes, I like the snack sizes too.
Yeah. I feel like, for me, I absolutely love Nutter Butters. I love them. But I can't eat a whole family pack. And those were the only ones that they were selling. When we were there in May, I must bring them to work now and put them in the kitchen.
Karina said, Rosie, did you get chocolate milk or white milk? Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Well, no, this is America.
They would never have given us chocolate milk.
That's what I'm saying. This is America.
They would never have given us chocolate milk.
Sheila says, Pop-Tarts disappeared because so many kids burnt the inside of their mouth because the filling was so hot. Oh, is that true?
Yeah, I mean, you had to, because the jam got really hot when you put the Pop-Tarts in.
Oh, that's interesting. Because I've noticed that. I have seen them, but there's very, very few about. I just put it down to it not being popular here.
For me, it was too sweet, so I never really ate them. But my brother and sister, they did eat them. It's a little bit like when my sister used to love pot noodles. Pot noodles is the worst thing you could have.
Right, and for our American viewers, the best way I can describe pot noodle is like a ramen, but there's got no sauce in it.
It's freeze dried, if that makes sense. Not freeze dried, but it's like dried noodles, and you just add water to it.
We have a 15-minute break time and 45-minute break at lunchtime, says Jensen. So Jensen's still at school. So of course this is how it is now. 10:30 at break time and 12 at lunchtime.
Right.
Rosie said at lunch we had a choice of either chocolate or regular milk, Karina. Look at this, the choice. Kirsty said, "Oh,
Crazy.
yeah, Shirley, probably that's very true about the burning of your mouth on the Pop Tarts." Mark says, Karina. Jensen said, "Goodbye, everybody. Hope you see you on Tuesday." Jensen, take care. Have a wonderful weekend.
Take care.
Enjoy that roast dinner. Karina said, "Give me 2 days and I can eat a whole family pack of Nutter Butters." Right, now that doesn't count because they're so good. And luckily, because these are soft, Kelly doesn't want them, so I can actually have these.
Well, if you grab the Oreos, we can try the Oreos.
All right, we're trying the Oreos.
Yeah, and they're in the same box as these ones.
Oh my God. Rosie said they gave us Pop-Tarts from my school, sometimes for breakfast, but Cole just handed out in the package and a milk.
Yeah.
I can imagine why, because they don't want kids burning their mouths.
They wouldn't want kids burning their mouths.
They're liable then.
Yeah, but a lot of people would eat Pop-Tarts cold. But like I said, for me, I mean, I tried them a couple. I really wanted to get on board with them, but I couldn't. But my brother and my sister did. And we had them in the cupboard and they would just toast them in the toaster. I sometimes would like the icing, but do you know what I do really like? Uncrustables. I really like the grape Uncrustables. I think they're so nice.
Yeah, we got into those while we were in the States.
They were giving them out for free in Epcot. Brilliant.
Karina said, "Oh, I grew up eating the cinnamon sugar Pop-Tarts. I don't think we have those here. I've not seen them."
No. We had ones that had the icing on.
Have a good day, Jensen, says Rosie. Right, last but not least, we're just eating complete junk today. We have the Oreo minis.
I prefer the Oreo minis to the big Oreos.
All right. I love these little Oreos because they're so tiny.
Yeah.
You can eat 3 and then just sort of think to yourself, I don't feel guilty because it's so small. That's the justification. Right, now everybody knows what an Oreo is like.
Yeah, but I'm just
trying to... How long is it taking to get
I'm trying to get a full one. Just shush.
Take your time. Right, here we go. Oops. Look at this. I got lucky, look. Here we go.
So, this is another popular thing. When anyone would go to the States, Oreo cookies would be the first thing that people would make a beeline for, and you'd bring Oreo cookies back. But I feel with the big ones, it's too much. But I can get on board. They used to do them in little pots. You could get the Chips Ahoy in a little pot. You get the Nutter Butters in a little pot. And you could get the mini Oreo. You still can get the mini Oreos and the mini Chips Ahoy, but you cannot get a pot of mini Nutter Butters. You can only get them in this. And you have to buy a whole pack. A variety pack to get them. It's very annoying.
There we go. Right. Okay. So where are we? Blah blah blah. She just said a cold Pop-Tart. A cold Pop-Tart is better than 90-degree burns, I suppose. Yeah, absolutely. Kirsty said, "Oh, I love the Uncrustables. You need to buy a Crimpet." So the Crimpet will just yeah. We'll have to look at that. I was just gonna say it was really good. Butter Toast has joined us.
Hello, Butter Toast.
Good to see you. How have you been? They need a double stuffed mini. Oh, that would be incredible. Almost like a double. So you'd have double the filling. That would be good. That would be good. I think you've got a marketing idea. I
really love the crunch on those Oreo cookies.
Rosie said, "I grew up eating the strawberry Pop-Tarts. Then once I had s'mores, it became my favorite." Now, we've not tried the s'mores, actually.
No, I've not tried the s'mores. But then again, I'm not really a s'mores person.
Karina said, "Did you see the Trader Joe's version of Oreos called JoJo's? They come out with the candy cane versions for Christmas, and they usually sell out." I
saw peppermint or mint, bark and mint something else, and I said to my, "Oh, we got to come here. We got to come back here. We got to get them." But we never came back.
No, we never came back, unfortunately, which is a real shame because I think we wanted to.
Yeah, do that. And they had mini gingerbread men and all of that, and I was like, "Oh my god."
Anyway, guys. As always, we need to score these. So we start with the popcorners. What are you going to give this out of 10?
Oh.
This is, do you know what? This is really difficult.
It's difficult because I prefer the other flavors. I don't mind this flavor, but I prefer the sweet chili or the barbecue. But I would still give it an 8.
I'm giving that a 9. I actually really, really, really like that. Like I say, simplicity is a hallmark of genius. It's a very simple crisp. It's a very simple flavor, or chip, I should say, sorry, as it is from the US. But that does taste nice. I could definitely sit down, and I actually prefer that to popcorn. Me personally. So that's a 9.
I don't know about that.
Right.
I don't know about that.
Next up, we tried the French onion sun chip. Rosie said, I like your name, Butter Toast. It is fantastic. Absolutely genius name.
And you think of buttered toast. So nice.
Go on.
I would probably give these a 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give these an 8. So this is leading, actually.
The reasons why I wouldn't give it a 10, it's a little bit too oniony. Just a tad too oniony, but yeah.
So there we go. Right, next up, we had the what's left of the, what were these?
They're Cheetos.
Cheetos, sorry. These
Right.
are Cheetos. If anyone can see, we've eaten quite a lot.
We already scored them the last time.
I did an 8. I think I did.
Can't remember. I think I might have done a 7.
Yeah. All right. 7, 8. Right. Okay. Right. Oh boy. Okay. Next up, we did. What did we do? Oh, we did these. The Chip Ahoys.
I would give them a 7.
I agree. We were really, really, really good. Okay. Next up, we did. We'll say with the good version, the Nutter Butters. I
would give those a 9.
I agree. What stops them being a 10?
I feel like the peanut butter needs to be better.
Do you know what? Funny you should say that. I think if it had a slightly stronger peanut buttery taste, that would hit the 10.
I just think that the peanut butter in it is nice, but I feel like it's a little bit artificial, and I'd like it to be more pure.
Really? No, see, I disagree. That doesn't bother me. I would like it to be a bit stronger, a bit more punchy. We want that. Right, okay. Oreo.
I'll give that. The mini ones, I would give an 8. The big ones would be score far lower.
Oh, wow.
But the mini ones, yeah, I love the crunch on them. Yeah. I love the thing. But the big ones is too much. But I think this is a nice pack.
Is it me, or does everybody go for an Oreo phase?
Yeah, people do. They like the mint Oreos, the lemon Oreos, the double stuffed Oreos, like all different Oreos.
So that needs an 8. I would agree. So I agree. So I'm going to give that a 7, actually. I did enjoy it, but I preferred the others.
You prefer, yes.
So our winner for the crisps or the chips are these, the Sun Chips. So these are the ones that we give the top ones for. And the winner, and this will be no surprise to our American pals, of the cookies are the Nutter Butters. There we go. So
Nutter Butter Bites.
There we go. That's the ones that got thing. So there we are, guys. That is our review of the food. Oh my God, I am now stuffed eating so many of those.
Please. What's the betting before the end of this live? He's going to start eating
I didn't say I wouldn't eat more. Karina said, yes, those mini ginger men cookies always sell out, and you rarely find a broken cookie in the box. Well, I must say, I love the maple ones. We haven't got any left. Obviously, that's how good they were.
No, they're there. You're talking about them?
Oh, no, these ginger ones.
Yeah. Oh.
Was it these you were talking about?
No, she's talking about a different one. We're talking about Trader Joe's.
I was going to say, you kept pointing over here.
No, you said those maple ones.
No,
you're talking about the maple biscuits.
Yes.
Oh, that my friend got. Yeah.
They're all out, but they were incredible. Yeah, I love that. Butter Toast has just got the cool emoji. You know that you've got a cool name. I love the regular Sun Chips, says Rosie. To me, they taste buttery. I don't know why. They do have... I see what you mean. Although there's no butter in them, they do have that sort of smooth, buttery taste.
I'm going to get the British version, and we're going to try the bit, because the British version is more corn.
Yeah.
It's more cornified, if that makes sense. So I'm going to get the British version, and we're going to pit them against each other.
She just said, forget Pop-Tarts. Nothing beats a packet of ginger nuts, especially when you dunk them in tea. Yum. Now, Sheila, I am a massive fan of gingerbread men. I love gingerbread. Yeah, I do like ginger nuts because they are a stronger ginger, but I'm not one for like snappy cookies. I much prefer the soft ones.
See, I like stem ginger cookies.
Oh, they're good. They're really, really good. But I do take your point. I do love ginger nuts. They're one of the things, the kick in them is really good.
So I went to visit my family in France, in Paris actually, and I brought them stem ginger cookies. They didn't like it.
No, they didn't at all.
They didn't like it.
Oh, that was so funny. Oh, no, Kelly, I don't like these. So what was that, Karina? It needs Nutella to be a 10. Apparently, it needs Nutella. I'm just saying. I'm just reading out the comments. Rosie said, "Now I want Cheeto puffs. Y'all giving me insane cravings."
Do you know what, Karina? Tell your story.
What was Karina's story?
When we were talking about pizza last week.
Oh, tell your story. What was the story? I don't know the story.
We just showed a picture earlier on. Are you all right?
Oh no, Sam. Oh, well, I say oh no. Good to see you,
Good
Sam.
to see you, Sam.
I'm just saying a quick hello. I've got this awful flu. I'm
Oh,
so
no.
poorly. Oh, Sam.
You know what? Like a couple of people at work been coughing.
Stay away from them, please.
Coughing. Oh.
There is so anybody that's obviously not from the UK, because you've got a few on that aren't from the UK. There's a really bad flu epidemic here at the moment. Really, really bad. So, oh, you're opening it.
So, we all have Nutella here. We all know what it's about in the UK. But did you know in the States they do one with pretzel sticks?
Amazing.
The cheek of it that we don't have that here.
Sam, we hope you get better soon. You please rest up. Take care of yourself.
Please,
and I
yeah.
really, really, really hope you get better before Christmas. I really hope you do. Please do rest up. I'm transfixed. Oh, look at it. I get it handed to me.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to do your own. Because you know what Mark does? And then there'll be no Nutella left.
That is sensational. What I prefer with these is because you've got the salt.
Yeah.
That salt and chocolate combo is insane. Get well, Sam, says Sheila. Absolutely. Rosie said, I'm sorry. Get better, hydrate, and rest.
Yeah.
You look after yourself, Sam. Please do rest. Yeah, and so does Kirsty as well. I hope you do feel better soon. Let me just have one more dunk. This is in honor of Sam. Incredible.
Sam doesn't care if you have one more dunk of the chocolate.
She said she did. But no, in seriousness, Sam, please, do look after yourself as well. I hope you do get better. I really want you to get better before Christmas. So exactly, definitely want you to be better before Christmas.
Yeah.
So sending you love vibes. Make sure you rest up.
Yeah, for sure.
Do an Epsom salt bath. That will hopefully that will help do that. They always say have a curry, like a really hot curry, if you've got a bad cold.
Lemon, ginger, honey, hot water.
Yes. Lots of fluids and rest. So I think that is very sound advice, says Karina. Right. Score this one, please. Nutella and go.
I think that's a 10.
I agree. It's not only it's the Nutella, but because they do it with pretzel sticks. Now,
and you get the saltiness and you get the taste of the pretzel. The pretzel taste is not strong.
No.
But it's all right.
Do you know what? It is. Oh, this damn thing won't focus.
There you go.
It shouldn't work, but it does, and it works so well. That's the weird thing about it. You can just see the sticks and the Nutella. Look at that Nutella glow. I don't know what it is about Nutella. All the other versions of it, where they call it hazelnut spread, is just not the same. That is also true. Is the dawn of spreads. There you go. So, guys, that is a 10. And actual fact, over everything, that has gone and picked it. That wins. There we go.
Are you trying to break all my sticks?
No, I just went, there we go. Just celebrating. There we go. So that is the number one thing we recommend. It is the pretzel, Nutella and go, hazelnut spread. And
put it down gently.
There we go. Very, very gently. There we have it. Right, I am on a sugar high after doing our little review. Now, you do get, obviously, these larger ones. We're not going to open these. No. We just tried it. But these are the 4 cookies.
You get 4, in them. And I could share those. I could eat 2. And then I could share 2.
But you
have that with a cup of tea.
But you also get the family size, which we've got somewhere.
I know. I'm going to bring that to work, and I'm going to put it at the thing at work.
You're going to give them away?
Yeah, because I can't eat the whole thing. Once you open it, you have to eat the whole thing.
Oh, now Sheila, those are fighting words. Sheila said, "Golden syrup trumps Nutella any day."
Oh my goodness!
Now, do you know what though? It depends what you have it with. Now, if you were to dip a pretzel in golden syrup, I wouldn't. But golden syrup on porridge, golden syrup on pancakes. Now you're talking.
Yeah, I feel like golden syrup will go on waffles, bacon, caramelized onion sausage. Yeah, that's good. But if you're talking about something like this, this has to be a 10. What are you talking about? It has to be a 10.
But they could both be 10.
But I do give it to you. Golden syrup on pancakes, or waffles with bacon and caramelized onion sausage.
Sheila, what's your take on
That's
golden?
nice.
What's your take on golden syrup pudding? You know, the steamed sponge pudding. What is your take on it?
Ooh.
What's your take? Karina said, right, here's a question. I'll let Kelly answer this. Have you considered going to Disney World during Christmas time?
I have considered going to Disney World during Christmas time. But I just imagine on Christmas Day, it would be packed.
Would it though?
Packed. Yeah.
The only reason I say would it is because now we went on Thanksgiving, and during the day it was actually for Disney was quite wasn't busy. It was it roughly from about late afternoon onwards. Then it did get packed. So I just assumed. Hang on. I just assumed everybody had finished their Thanksgiving lunch and then had turned up to the bar.
But don't forget, we wanted to go and do Ohana's.
Yes, we did.
And we couldn't do Ohana's. Why?
Because it was sold out. Because it was Thanksgiving.
Because it was Thanksgiving.
Karina's laughing at Sheila. Sam said, I love golden syrup and makes a yum golden syrup cake. Do you know what, Sam? It is incredible. If for our American chums, golden syrup, there's nothing like it. It's nothing like maple syrup. It's a very sort of, and it's difficult to describe.
It's like a stickier.
It's stickier, but it's almost like it's a very sweet syrup, but it's very difficult to describe. It's like a sugar syrup. I can't explain it because it's got its very own unique taste. You'd have to try it. Butter Toast, I've never heard of golden syrup in the States. Is that just like maple syrup? I'm glad you asked. I was just going to say, no, for our American chums, there is nothing like it in America. It's one of those things you just have to try. So the very famous one in the UK is called
Tate and Lyle.
Yeah, Tate and Lyle golden syrup. That's the very famous one.
Is it Tate and Lyle or is it Lyle?
Lyle's, I think it is. Lyle's golden syrup.
Okay, I'm going to find out.
You probably can get it in. Well, I've noticed. So, for example, in the supermarket Publix, there is a British section there. I was looking at it, but it's all the stuff that
Lyle's golden.
Yeah, Lyle's. I thought it was Lyle's.
Yeah.
Do you want to show it just to say what it looks like?
Give me 1 second, because I want to get an explanation of what it is.
I know what it is. It's
you just shush.
Basically, what it is where you melt sugar, and I believe they add lemon juice in it to stop it crystallizing. That's what I think it is.
Golden syrup is also known as light treacle. It's a thick amber color inverted sugar syrup with a distinctively buttery caramel flavor. It is a staple in the British baking and byproduct of refining sugarcane or sugar beet juice into white sugar.
There you go.
And there you go. So I'm going to show you now some pictures.
Right. Our British chums will know exactly what this looks like, but
the most famous tin, that will be the typical tin you get it in, and it would be what do you call it? Very, very sticky. Very sticky.
You can see why it's called golden syrup, because it is golden in color. It's worth trying, just to say you've tried it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it really is fantastic. As Sam said, it's fantastic in a sponge cake.
Some
really
people will use it to glaze a ham.
Oh yeah,
what you guys will call ham. Some people will use it to glaze a ham.
Now, Sheila said steamed pudding with golden syrup is the best. It's old-fashioned comfort food, and it's scrummy. Golden syrup is a byproduct of sugar refining. There you are. She
there
exactly
you go.
So basically, what they'll do is they'll get the way you make it is you have a pot or a bowl. You'll put the syrup at the bottom, and then you put your sponge batter on top. And they normally tend to steam it. That syrup then soaks into the sponge. And it becomes really sort of sticky and sweet. It's delicious. With custard or ice cream, it's fantastic.
But you know, there's not a lot. So like when you go to restaurants, not all restaurants, but restaurants, especially at this time of year, they will do sticky toffee pudding. But I don't like sticky toffee
Oh,
pudding.
I love sticky toffee pudding.
I want my syrup sponge. That's what I want. I don't want nothing to do with sticky toffee pudding.
And again, one of the famous places that sells it is Toby Carvery. They tend to do syrup sponge, so they will sell it.
They haven't done syrup sponge for years. Now they do some stupid
Syrup
seasonal.
cake. They do
No, they do a seasonal sponge, and it's very rarely syrup. And the last time when I asked for it, she goes, "Oh yeah, we've got it." It was some rubbish. It was not syrup sponge. She was trying to pass it off as a syrup. It was not. Don't talk to me about a syrup sponge, because me, I know what a syrup sponge is, and that was not it.
Oh dear. Glad you let that go. Butter Toast said, I will make a mental note to try it whenever I visit. Oh, if you are coming to the UK, sorry, Butter Toast, I didn't realize, I keep forgetting that you are from the US. So if you are coming to the UK, we'll definitely give you some ideas of what we think you should try.
Like I said to Karina, white chocolate and ginger cheesecake from Wagamama's.
That's Kelly's ultimate. She will sell that till the cows come home. It's that is Kelly's favorite cheesecake.
So good. I'm a no bake cheesecake girl, right? I'm not really a lover of baked cheesecake. I think if it's not done correctly, it's dry, and I'm not about that. It's crumbling. Where did we go? And I was showing. I can't remember which place we went to, but I was showing the cheesecake. I said, "Look how dry that is. It was all crumbling everywhere."
Where was that?
I was just like, "This is."
Oh, no, I'll tell you where that was. That was in the parks. So we had a Spanish Basque cheesecake. And that's what it was. Yeah, we were trying it, and you didn't like it. I liked it.
You liked it, and I said, "Look at this," and I was scraping it. It was all crumbly and everything.
That's when we went to Epcot.
Yeah, I don't like that type of cheesecake, but I do like. So my friend made me a cheesecake for my birthday. I say that because it's in the fridge at the moment, and she made and she made me a. She knows I love Black Forest Gatto. So she made me a Black Forest cheesecake. Now, the recipe called for dark chocolate, but she knows I don't really like dark chocolate. So she mixed the chocolate. So she mixed half milk and half dark. When I tell you, and she knows, especially I don't like, I'm a no-bake cheesecake girl. And she soaked the cherries in kirsch. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. Oh, it's delicious. It's in the fridge.
Karina said, "I'm so annoyed. I didn't have enough time to.
I know.
To try. Oh, you
Karina,
didn't. Karina.
She didn't.
Now Rosie, what Rosie has just said is so true. Pudding over in the UK is different from over here. Yeah. Our pudding is by Jello and Snack Pack. Snack Pack is nostalgic for US lunchtime in school. When we say pudding, it also can be another word for dessert.
For dessert, yeah.
So if somebody goes, "Oh, I want some pudding," what they actually mean is they want a dessert.
But that is dependent on age.
Yeah.
So my mum will say, "Oh, I want a pudding." Now when I was younger, because it was always called pudding, I would say, "Oh yeah, I want." What's for pudding? You would say, "What's for pudding?"
Yeah.
And then they would say, "Oh, it's cake." But now a lot of people just say, "Oh, I really want to get a dessert." You wouldn't really find the word pudding on a menu. It would be dessert. But if you are of a certain generation, you'll say, "Oh, what am I having for pudding?" Or, "What are you going to make me for pudding?" Or, "What am I going to have for pudding?" And then you know that it's dessert.
Oh my God, Sheila, I used to do this as well. When I was a kid, I used to eat Tate and Lyle's sugar cubes. They used to be wrapped, and my late mum and me used to almost finish the sugar bowl. There is some, do you know, my mum used to tell me off because sometimes we'd be in a restaurant and I just eat the sugar cubes just because they were there. Stop eating those. But it was, it's just because they're in tiny little square things.
I buy sugar cubes for work, and so but you have your particular people who like brown, and then you have your particular people that like white. But I have them. I don't know if they eat them like that though. They might.
Karina said US pudding is comparable to British custard. Yeah, that makes sense. I think when we say pudding, of course, we normally mean things like steamed pudding. So it'd be like a sponge. It'd be quite a hearty dessert.
Yeah.
You know, normally something warm, like a cooked sponge, or like there's so many different types of sponge.
It'll be like a stodgy dessert.
Yeah.
Is when you say pudding, it will be like some type of, like a spotted dick or something like that.
Or like a suet pudding or something.
Yeah. Suet pudding, creme caramel, maybe a posset, all of those sort of like thicky, sort of custardy things. Yeah.
Now, suet is used a lot in British puddings, but I noticed it's not really something you have in the States.
Yeah.
So there's one YouTuber I watch, he's an American guy it's called the Townsends, and they make sort of 17th century recipes. And of course, when a lot of the recipes he uses are actually British, so he will say you've got to get hold of suet. Now, on his website he shows where you can get suet. You can get suet in the US. But you have to go. You can either get is it a Torah one, which is a packaged one, or you can actually go to your butcher. Basically, it's the fat that's around the heart, and the reason they use fat is it melts at a very high temperature, so then it makes the sponge a lot more sort of gooey and unctuous. That's why they use it.
It's not. I don't like any type of suet pudding. I don't. It's weird, and I don't like it. I never liked it, even when I was younger. And sometimes I would get spotted dick, thinking it was a roly-poly. And it wasn't, and I'd be so
upset. Does suet have a taste to it?
To me, it does. I don't know if it does to anyone else.
I haven't had it for years.
But it has a taste to me, and I don't like it. And sometimes you would get it in what do you call it? Steak and kidney pie?
Yeah. So what it does is it gives sort of like a gooiness to the actual sponge. From memory, and I have it for decades, it was actually really nice. It gives it a really sort of gooey, sticky feel to it.
So spotted dick is very similar to jam roly-poly, but it's made with suet. And so sometimes I go to school, I'll be, it's jam roly-poly today, I'm getting that.
I know. It's unfortunately, it's an unfortunate name for a dessert. But the second name actually refers to the raisins that's in the actual dessert.
Yeah.
Rosie said, thank you, Karina. There you go. So that makes a lot of sense. I think, yeah, we would call that almost like a mousse, or when you say pudding, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You call it pudding cup, don't you?
Pudding cups, yeah. And for them, it would be like almost like a mousse.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, like a mousse.
Kirsty said, Karina, same in Scotland. I think puddings are specific recipes. We often say afters or desserts.
Yeah, afters. What are you going to have for afters? But again, that's a generational thing, because I don't know, unless you're going to one of those sort of like quirky restaurants that call something like afters. But there is a chain of dessert places called afters.
Yeah,
there is, because you have one that's called Casper's and one that's called afters. Don't go to them; they're very mediocre. Don't be fooled into going to these Casper's and these afters, and you think the ice cream, it's not good. Go to a nice place where they do nice proper desserts.
Fri-yay, good to see
you. Hey Fri-yay, hope you're well.
He said, well, I'm back. Did you all miss me?
We
of course.
did.
We always miss you, Fri-yay. How are you, Fri-yay? Rosie said, when I seen what a Yorkshire pudding was on a review before, I was thrown off. Very different from what I thought.
Do you know what? So I was watching one of the American YouTubers. I did not know that this wasn't all over the States. But a lot of people, I don't know what part of the States, but they have something called a popover, which is very similar to a Yorkshire pudding. But a Yorkshire pudding is essentially pancake batter.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it is.
I know what you're saying, because people, when they hear Yorkshire pudding, they think it's a dessert. Now, funny enough, restaurants like Toby Carvery do also sell it as a dessert. Yeah. So they will have it as a Yorkshire pudding, and they put ice cream in the actual thing.
Because it's pancake batter, and pancakes you can have as a breakfast or as a dessert, so you can have sweet or savory. They will do in the carvery place, they will do it. But typically, you will have it with a roast dinner. Typically, you will have it with your son. So in the States, you have Thanksgiving. I don't know what you have for Christmas dinner. I'm assuming it's similar. But here, we would do a roast, and we would do that every Sunday. David Harbour was very surprised, because when David Harbour was married to Lily Allen at one point. And he's like, we plan all year for Thanksgiving, and then we made it. And it turns out that the Brits do it every Sunday. Yes, we do it every Sunday. The only difference is normally you will make one joint. So whether that be turkey, beef, pork, or whatever, you normally have one meat. And most traditional would be chicken, so roast chicken dinner. And then you have all your accoutrements, which will be, you know, roast potato, mashed potato, your veg, your gravy, your dish, your that, your, I mean, but at Christmas time, which is when we would do our big thing, you might, but not everybody, most people will just have a turkey. But in my family, we don't really eat turkey because nobody really likes it. So we have pork, we have beef, we have lamb, and then we have like a salmon, like a roasted salmon. And then everybody will chow down.
So, Rosie, did you get to try Yorkshire pudding? Have you managed to get to try it? Fri-yay said, Mark and Kelly, guess what's happening next week? Next Friday, my youth club leader is taking us to see Aladdin.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, you said you were going to go see it for Christmas. Finally, Panto time is here. Oh, no, it is.
Oh, no, it isn't.
There you go. It's nearly Panto. Oh, no, it is. Oh, no, it isn't.
So I told you the story before, but let me quickly tell you, because I work with a couple of Americans at work, and one of them said that he had been to see a panto. And I said, oh, was it your first panto? And he said, yes. And I said, I was actually in Epcot, and if you know, they have 12 pavilions, which is the 12 countries, and I was in the American, which is basically right in the middle. And one woman shouted out, oh, it's behind you. And I said, oh, that's like a panto. And she just looked at me like, and I said, you know, it's behind you. Oh, no, it isn't. And
I said to Kelly, they don't have pantos here.
And then afterwards, I thought, oh, God, they don't have pantos here. But it was just so funny. And I was telling the guy at work, and he was laughing because it's like, it's behind you. Oh, no, it isn't. Yeah.
Sheila said Yorkshire pudding is also known as batter pudding. I didn't know that. I did not know. I've never heard it called batter pudding before.
No.
Fri-yay said, we will be able to sing along since it's panto, because Marky, panto is a family-friendly activity, isn't it? I mean, who doesn't love a panto? Well, this is and it's the season.
Plenty of people don't like a panto, but I like a panto.
Kirsty said she grew up calling it batter pudding. I did not know that. And Rosie said, yes, we have the same thing for Christmas dinner and Thanksgiving dinner. That's interesting. Fri-yay said, Mark and Kelly, it's nearly time. I can't wait to be able to dance along and sing while we watch. Well, Fri-yay, we hope you have a wonderful time watching Aladdin.
So somebody asked in the last live, what do Mauritian people have for Christmas dinner? So I was asking my mum this question. So I said, Mums, I was like, what do we have for Christmas dinner in Mauritius? And she said, you know what? It's nothing. It's the same, because obviously it was very British at one point in Mauritius. So they have the same thing, but they don't cook it the same.
Troy asked that, sorry.
Yeah, but we don't cook it the same. So the way that they were, and lots of cooking is done outside. I guess, yeah. And now, when we used to do it in the coals, nobody liked it, but now it's called barbecue, and all this, and they dig a hole in the ground and they cook, because a lot of the cooking is done outside. In fact, we went to visit many years ago. You know, unfortunately, my grandfather's passed away and his sister's passed away, but we went to visit his sister, and she was cooking outside, and it was so alien to me that they were still cooking outside, but it's so hot there, you wouldn't cook inside, you'll cook outside. But it wasn't like a barbecue. I never went outside to see the setup. I was always afraid of those things. I thought, oh, it's going to put me off and I'm never going to eat, or blah blah blah. So I never used to go to see or have, but my mum said, yeah, we would have the same. We would have beef, roast beef or whatever, but we wouldn't cook it in the same way that they do here. So we wouldn't put it in a, they would cook it outside on coals and all of that type of stuff. So yeah, that's what they're.
There you go.
Well, they used to have.
Where are we? No, I haven't tried a Yorkshire pudding, says Rosie. I never went to the UK, but I'm manifesting a trip there. Always wanted to go to the UK. Well, hopefully one day we will see you here.
You'll come. Your manifestation will come.
Sheila said, anybody remember ordering the Christmas turkey from the milkman? We used to have to put it in the dining room table so the cat couldn't get at it. I have heard of this. I have heard. Now, my parents, these are in the days when you used to have a milkman. This is probably back in the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
I had heard that people had actually ordered things like Christmas turkey from a milkman. I have heard of that.
So what was interesting, so we don't have, there are still milkmen, but they're very few and far between. They're not normal now, because once supermarkets started doing milk, you just get everything under one roof, which sort of killed off a lot of traditional things here, really.
Mark and Kells, I've been able to take a selfie of you outside the theatre, and I'll take a picture of the photo logo of it for you. Yeah, that'd be good to see him.
Nice.
Yeah. And we will see you Sunday.
We will. So when I was growing up, you'd always see a milkman, and if you stopped him, you could buy juice, and you could buy bread, you could buy eggs, milk, all of that type of stuff, and the milkman will sell that. And on the way to school, sometimes I would buy juice, and you'd have this glass bottle, by the way, a glass bottle of juice, and you could drink it and all of that. But it was always very reasonably priced, so it wasn't like you would then pay more in the supermarket, but because it was all under one roof, it killed off the milkman, really.
Hello, Charlie. How you doing?
Hey, Charlie. How you're well?
Okay, 850 followers. Well done.
Oh.
Now, Karina asks, have you had pork that's been cooked in a pit?
No, but I have always wanted to try a hog roast. That, I think, sounds amazing. But you know what? And I was saying this to Mark when I was in the States. I haven't had good pulled pork yet.
Really?
Pork is one of my favorite meats. I really love pork. I love, pork ribs, blah, blah, blah. But I have never had good pulled pork to this date.
What, ever?
Ever.
Really?
Ever.
Right, so guys, where could you recommend Kelly can get good pulled pork from? Put it in the comments. Let us know.
Yeah, I have not tasted good pulled pork.
Oh, that's interesting. She just said milk rounds are making a comeback.
Ooh.
Now, funny you should say that. I had a knock at the door.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, this is a while ago. This is probably about early in the summer. And it was actually two young people there, and they were suggesting doing this. They were going to bring back milk rounds. Would we be interested? And then we do things like eggs and stuff like that. So I can see where that's going. Oh, Rosie said she's got to go. All right, take care. Lovely talking to you. Blessings to you too. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
I say day because it's obviously early in the morning for you guys. Yeah. So where could Kelly get decent pulled pork? That's what we've got to find out. Any suggestions where Kelly could potentially go?
I ain't tried no.
So really nowhere, not any country, nowhere.
Nope. I have never tried really good pulled pork. And everybody talks like, oh yeah, pulled pork, this pulled pork. And I tried it so many places, and I'm like, this is shit. Excuse my language.
Maui, did you say? Is it Maui?
Maui in Hawaii.
Really? Really?
I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to go Maui.
I would love to do it, support local, but I'm not sure we drink that much milk as a family.
Yeah.
I do know what, Kirsty, I think that was the thing. So when the guys were sort of saying, oh, would you be interested in doing milk rounds? We don't drink, it was only Kelly and I, and it's only Kelly that really drinks milk. So I couldn't really justify having a milk round.
I would like it in the sense that it would be regular and I could get it once a week. But I would only have 1 pint once a week, or maybe 2 pints.
Yeah.
It'd probably be 2 pints once a week. And then, but it's going to come the next week instead of, oh yeah, I've got to go to the shop and get it. But also to have regular eggs, because this one, I like to eat eggs every day. So to know that we can have regular eggs every week and regular milk, I probably would go for that.
Well,
I probably would.
Kirsty said coffee and cereal really is only for us. Yeah, and I understand that as well, because I mean Kelly doesn't even have cereal, so it'd just be milk for Kelly.
Yeah, it'd just be for my tea. That's the only. Sometimes I like to make a milkshake.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to make an iced coffee, and then sometimes when I make an iced coffee, this one said, "Oh yeah, maybe I'll have an iced coffee too."
And there's plenty of milk. They do oat and soy milk. Yes, they do, Sheila. That is correct. They do that. Karina said, yes, ma'am. There was a restaurant we went there had pulled pork over white rice with dipped in sauce, and it was yum. There you go. So Hawaii it is. That's
Hawaii it is. Maui.
Maui it is.
Maui it is.
Well, guys, we have gone past 8 o'clock here UK time. So I think we will leave the live there. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. We really did have a good time.
We did. Do you know what? Like I said, I was so tired.
I know you didn't think you would do it.
I didn't think I could do it either. And Mark goes, well, if you want to leave part way through and then maybe go and rest and stuff like that, then we could do that.
So we also
but
did.
yeah.
Sorry, we also did all the chips there as well. So thank you for indulging us with that. Our recommendation will be these.
Yes.
And
I'm going to try and get the British versions of the Cheetos and the is it Sunbites?
Sunbites.
Yeah.
And another butters. Do they do these here, Cheetos?
They do what's it?
Oh yeah, they are the what's it. Not quite the same. So that is
We're
it.
going to test.
That is it from Mark and Kelly's trips, tips, and things for this week. But we will be back Tuesday, 6:30 UK time, as we normally do. Don't forget, I set it the wrong time, so I did it at 5:30. So the Hollywood and Vine video will be on at 5:30. Yes, the mouse clips you might like, Kirsty. So there were several. Actually, let me just.
There's a couple in the kitchen.
Let me just get them. I think I can reach them.
I was just going to say thank you for all the likes as well. That's wonderful. You know, we really do love your support. And just like, thank you for joining us.
Look at
really.
that. Look how. That's a bit of luck, isn't it? I left them just in reachable distance. So this is how they came. We've got the mini.
And then there's another one.
There is another floating around.
I want to say it's poo. I want to say is it in
Winnie
there?
the Pooh? No, I don't know where it's gone. Oh, here it is. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
No, it's the Mickey balloon. So there we go. So that's what they look like. And also you've got the castle, which is here.
So yeah, they're not strong though.
No, they're not. That's the only
strong.
thing. It's more for the look of them.
Yeah, they're not that strong.
Thank you so much for the fun chat with everyone. Also, all the snacks. Have a wonderful and safe weekend. Stay healthy. Absolutely. And to you guys.
Yes.
Okay, on your wish list, Kirsty. They may have these on the Disney store. I've not seen.
I didn't have a look, but it says how much they were. $15.
$15 they were. So, Sam, if you're watching, please do get well. Everybody else, stay safe. Look after yourselves. And remember, more than anything, you're never told to have fun. We will see you on the next line. And as always, don't forget. Don't forget, you can catch us on MK Vacays as well, where we have 3 seasons. Mark is also trying to finish up the 3rd season. Yes. And you can catch up with our holidays, what we do. And then when we start this season, then we've got some really good surprises in this season. I need to get a new laptop. Father Christmas. Well, there you are. So, guys, do take care. We will see you in the next live. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget, melt my cheese. You know it, guys. We'll see you in the next live. Take care. Bye for now.